On February 4, 2023, about 6:40 a.m. Central Standard Time, Southwest Airlines Flight 708 and Federal Express Flight 1432 were involved in a runway incursion at Austin-Bergstrom International Airport in Austin, Texas. Southwest Airlines Flight 708, a Boeing 737-700, was departing from runway 18 left en route to Cancun, Mexico, with 123 passengers, 2 flight crew, and 3 cabin crew. FedEx Flight 1432, a Boeing 767-300, was a cargo flight arriving on runway 18 left from Memphis, Tennessee, with 2 crew and 1 off-duty FedEx pilot. 10 airplanes had taken off that morning before Southwest 708, but FedEx 1432 was the first arrival of the day. Arrivals and departures were cleared by a local controller in the tower. The tower is about 3,700 feet from the north end of runway 18 left. Night conditions prevailed and dense fog obscured the view of the airport surface, so the controllers could not see the airplanes on the taxiways or runways. Also, the airport does not have surface detection equipment that could show the positions of airplanes on the taxiways or runways on a display. At 6:34:02, the FedEx crew called to report they were established on a Category 3 instrument landing system approach for runway 18 left. This meant that the autopilot was flying the precision approach while the crew monitored. The controller reported runway visibility to the FedEx crew and cleared the airplane to land. The following animation will be played twice. The air traffic control audio and a transcript will be included the second time. The animation does not depict the lighting or weather conditions. As a reminder, the weather prevented the controller from seeing the airplanes and limited the ability of the FedEx crew to see the Southwest airplane. The animation begins with Southwest 708 on taxiway Bravo proceeding to runway 18 left. FedEx 1432 is on approach but not yet clearly visible in the animation. Its position is indicated by the circle. At the bottom of the animation, the local time, separation of the 2 airplanes, and altitude above ground level of the FedEx airplane are displayed. Nearly 5 minutes after the FedEx airplane was cleared to land, Southwest 708 reported they were short of runway 18 left and ready to depart. At that time, Southwest 708 was 550 feet from the hold short line, which is 200 feet from the edge of the runway. The controller cleared the Southwest airplane for takeoff and advised that a Boeing 767 was on a 3-mile final approach. The FedEx flight crew asked the controller to confirm they were cleared to land. The controller confirmed they were cleared to land and that a Boeing 737 was departing ahead of them. About that time, the FedEx airplane descended below 800 feet above ground level, meaning they were no longer visible on the controller's display. At 6:39:44, FedEx 1432 was within 2 miles of the runway threshold. Controllers are required to separate aircraft by a minimum of 2 miles. Southwest 708 turned onto the runway and stopped to perform an engine run-up, which is required when the engine anti-ice is used for takeoff. Southwest was stopped for 19 seconds before beginning its takeoff roll. The controller asked Southwest to confirm they were moving. The Southwest crew reported they were rolling and the airplane began to move. At 6:40:34, the FedEx crew reported they were going around. At that time, FedEx 1432 was already beginning to climb. The animation will be played again with the air traffic control audio and its transcript. As a reminder, the weather prevented the controller from seeing the airplanes and limited the ability of the FedEx crew to see the Southwest airplane.
Austin Tower, FedEx 1432 Heavy, passing 5.4 for that. Cat 3 ILS, 18 left.
FedEx 1432 Heavy, Austin Tower, 18 left, RBR, touchdown 1,400, midpoint 600, roll out 1,800, 18 left, clear to land.
Clear to land, 18 left, FedEx 1432 Heavy.
Tower Southwest 708, we're short of 18 left, we're ready.
Southwest 708 Austin Tower, runway 18 left, RBR 1,200, midpoint 600, roll out 1,600. Lighting 170, runway 18 left, clear for takeoff, traffic 3 mile, final is a heavy 767.
Okay, it's 170, clear for takeoff, 18 left, copy the traffic, Southwest 708.
Tower, confirm FedEx 1432 Heavy, clear to land on the 18 left.
FedEx 1432 Heavy, that is affirmative, 18 left, you are clear to land, traffic departing prior to route 737.
Roger.
Southwest 708, confirm on the road.
Rolling now.
Southwest aboard. FedEx is on the go.
Southwest 708, roger, you can turn right when able.
Negative.
Southwest 708 continued its scheduled flight to Cancun, and FedEx 1432 returned and landed at 7:05. None of the occupants on either airplane were injured. Afterward, the FedEx crew reported seeing the lights and silhouette of Southwest 708 through the dense fog and calling for a missed approach. The timing of the missed approach call is unknown because the cockpit voice recorders on both airplanes were overwritten. But the engines were advanced just after the FedEx airplane crossed the runway threshold. At their closest point, the belly of FedEx 1432 was less than 200 feet from the tail of Southwest 708.